Welcome, citizens of Panem. My name is Caesar Flickerman, and I will be walking you through the outfits of the Capital's attendees of this year's Met Gala. Hi, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't done fashion content in a while, so here it is. And also, I've done kind of like a little side piece on last year's Kpop attendees of the Met Gala. So, my credentials? What are my credentials? I'm just a girl that studied fashion and worked in the fashion business. So, take it with a grain of salt, I guess. First of all, what is dandyism? More specifically, Black dandyism. A really quick rundown, because when you talk about this in fashion school, it takes you a long time to talk about subcultures and all of the reference points, what's important. So I'm giving you a quick rundown. Black dandyism is a subculture in fashion, just like punk. And unlike today's fashion trends, I guess, a subculture always has values at their core. So Black dandyism is not just fashion. It's an art form almost. Black dandyism is a style, but it's more than just aesthetics. Black dandyism has its roots in the 18th century, and it was black men who were styled to a T. It's all about tailoring. It's all about being dressed from head to toe. Nothing was up to chance. It was a movement that spoke through clothes because black people were so marginalized back in the days, and they wanted to express themselves and wanted that power and that resistance to transfer into their clothing. So once you see them, you know exactly what they stand for. Vogue, in their piece about this year's Met Gala, phrases it as, "In a racially segregated America, the black dandies' outfits became a form of resistance, an elegant middle finger to a society that sought to define them by race, not character." And I think that is a very poignant description of a black dandy. So this year's Met Gala was an homage to the black dandies. So it was all about tailoring. It's all about standing out. It's all about the look of the black dandy. And I was so psyched when I heard that that was the motto of the Met Gala. Oh my God. And let me tell you, this year, people delivered, okay? Of course, the white people. Most of the white people did not. I think to set the bar, let's first talk about my favorite Met Gala looks. My absolute favorite look of the night was by Tiana Taylor. Look at her. This is fashion. From head to toe, she is styled. The walking stick, okay? The chains, the feather, the hat, her hair, brooches, the pins on her jacket, the tailoring, everything is just impeccable, and it sets the tone for the rest of the night. This is perfection, and everything else has to measure up to this very look, okay? My favorite second look is this. Her name is Ukbat Abdi, I think, and she just slayed. I saw this and my mouth fell open. Amazing. This is beautiful. Again, conceptualized from head to toe, sticking to the theme. Those two, these looks, they are the standard, and everyone else has to live up to it. Let's kind of speed run through the rest of the looks that I really like. We have Doechii in shorts, and I love this. The color combination, her hair, the cigar, the nails, everything. Mwah. Doja Cat. We have a theme going on with pantless appearances, and I will be talking about them more later. But this one, good look. I think I would have still liked pants more on her, but the silhouette that she's giving in that tailored jacket, amazing. Her hair, amazing. The makeup, look at this. Look at Cardi B. I love the attention to the detail that they did with her hair, the actual, because it's not a curve, it's not a natural falling of her hair. They styled it at an angle, and that is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at Alton Mason. Perfect. We have Coleman Domingo. I think this is a different take, and I enjoy seeing color too. This is beautiful. Him and his husband, they looked great on the carpet. And then we have Janelle Monáe, which she appeared like this at first. I love the monocle, okay? And then I love the illusion of the suit on the suit jacket. And then she took it off and she looked like this. Whoa! The hat, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Also, Jessamine Toks, stunning. Everyone that had a walking stick, beautiful touch, especially with the hat. Then this by Joni Turner-Smith. Are you kidding me? The crocodile material. Love that the coat matches the shoes in fabric. And notice how there's not a white person on here. Let's keep going with the bad ones. So we have a measurement, a scale, right? And then we can talk about the K-pop outfits, which were just Jennie, Rosie, Lisa, so 3 out of Blackpink, and then S.Coups. This time, Stray Kids was not there with Tommy Hilfiger, and we all cheered. Emma Chamberlain. I did not like it because, yes, you may kind of are you tailoring? No. I look at this, I do not see black dandyism. Not at all. Okay, even my outfit, my shoulders match the theme more. They should have invited me to the Met Gala instead. Technically, I don't need to like talk about her, but Anna Wintour, it's kind of insane the standing that she has in the fashion world, because like this is the Met Gala and she doesn't even like follow the theme that she helps set. Kind of crazy. Then we have Sydney Sweeney. Man, get that girl off the carpet. Someone posted a picture because she's tanned, right? It looks like she used self-tanner or something. Someone posted a picture and they were like, I thought this was Beyonce. Not this picture, another one, but then we have Heidi Klum, and I have never been more embarrassed to be German. I think we should start booing people on the red carpet, and I think we should start kicking people off the red carpet. By the way, the carpet, atrocious. Whoever thought of like a flowery blue carpet with like white flowers in the background, you should be fired. Anyway, what the fuck is this? How the fuck did you get an invite to the Met Gala anyway? With this, dude. Gigi Hadid in Mio Mio, she referenced Josephine Baker, who was the first black actress to star in a major film. But repeat after me, okay? Referencing a black person does not mean that you fit the theme, because the theme was black dandyism. Josephine Baker was not the face of dandyism, and she was not the face of black dandyism. That is not dandyism. That feels a little bit racist to say like, oh yeah, but I'm referencing this black person, thus I fit the theme of the Met Gala. But that may just be me, you know? Anyway, also not really good. She kind of looks like C-3PO, and it's kind of funny how many like Star Wars interpretations we have seen on the red carpet this year.
If I had a nickel for every time I was doomed by a puppet, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
This one. I think she's also wearing Louis Vuitton, and she's one of the pantless people on the Met Gala red carpet. And I kind of like what they've done at the top. Like the jacket is cropped perfectly to kind of like accentuate her waist. I like the collar. I like the buttons. Her hair should have been done. It should have been done. I hate when people like me, when they just like have their hair open. It looks terrible. It just kind of, no. Like if they wanted it open, they should have like swooped it in waves. They should have like set it. It should have just looked different. Not like that. I like the trails of fabric she has behind her. I don't know if they're coattails. I can't really tell. But she's missing fucking pants. Alex Kasani. No. We have, okay. Hailey Bieber. No. This girl, literally, she looks like me. She just went into the thrift store, just grabbed a man's... Look at my outfit, okay? Does she not look like me? Does she not look like she just bought a men's 40 blazer and was like, I'm gonna go to the red carpet event at the Met. No. Okay, moving on. The entire fucking Kardashian clan, I hated everything. Someone was like, oh, they like to appropriate black culture, and now they stop it. Yeah. We have Jenna Ortega, which I like the look. It looks really good, but it's not, I feel like it doesn't fit the theme, you know what I mean? Her dress is made out of like metallic rulers, which rules. But this is not dandyism. And I feel like, you know, because it's all in the vein of like black dandyism and like appreciating like black culture, and the theme is not just tailoring, I feel like it's kind of missing the point, you know what I mean? Usher with that white scarf, he looks like a waiter. He has the cane. He has the walking cane that I did not see, but still he looks like a waiter. And lastly, I saw this, the Tom Ford. This is the Tom Ford. At the Met, like that? Brother. Okay, now let's talk about K-pop. As I said, not too many K-pop idols walked the red carpet this year, but I guess let's just start with Rosie. And to be honest, I am so sick of seeing her. This is not her fault, because she is chained up by YSL, and YSL is elegant, and YSL does like the rich, luxurious quietness, you know, it's like sleek, quiet elegance very well. And while this is not bad, it is fucking boring. Like, as I said in the fucking introduction, this is the capital, right? We want serves, okay? We want extravagance. This is the fucking Met Gala. You cannot... You can't. You just fucking can't. Her hair is boring. The suit is boring. The shoes are boring. The makeup is terribly boring. I'm bored. I look at her and it's giving nothing. She looks super washed out. I don't know what they tried with her hair, if they were trying to like go for the like sleek glazed wet hair. It just looks like she has too much gel in her hair. The ends look terrible. I like the necklace, you know, for any other given fucking occasion except for the Met Gala. I'm so tired. Either you free her from the chains of YSL, which I don't fucking understand because vintage YSL suits are so good. They kind of like lean into the dandyism. So I don't fucking understand why they couldn't deliver this time. Bitch, just pull something from the archives. I am tired. I'm tired of seeing her at Fashion Week. I'm tired of seeing her at the Met Gala because this is her like, what, second time at the Met Gala, and she never fucking fits the theme or she never fucking delivers. And I'm tired of roasting her, and I'm tired of being tired whenever I see her because, as I said, it's not like terrible, but remember the fucking bar. Remember the bar. Remember the other looks she has to compete against. No, if this was the Hunger Games, she would not go first, but she would not win. Let's move on to Lisa. And all the energy I just spent kind of like hating on Rosie has sucked the energy out of me to hate on Lisa. Because what the fuck are we looking at? Louis Vuitton in general, as I said, kind of like sent everyone to the carpet without pants. And I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room after, you know, the tapes got leaked of Rosie, Lisa, and Jennie. The Met girlies. They're the racist girlies that are on the carpet. That is phenomenal. All of the three girlies that went to the Met also, you know, said the N-word in like tapes or like trainee days. We have not received an apology, and so of course it kind of comes across as very ironic that they are now attending the Met Gala, which is under the umbrella of like appreciating Black culture. Whoops. Yeah, and so for some reason, Louis Vuitton thought it was appropriate to put Rosa Parks on Lisa's lace panties, so she's right on her coochie. Obviously, that's not the move, and that is not the way to go. It's, of course, not Lisa's decision. She wasn't like, I want Rosa Parks on my panties. But, you could have also, because you have fucking money, right? You're, like, one of the highest paid celebrities, I guess. You could have, like, thrown a fit and said no. You could have put on pants. You could have not worn the Rosa Parks panties because everyone fucking hates you now. And like with good fucking reason. I guess apart from that, she does not fit the theme. Again, also with the Rosa Parks thing, Rosa Parks was not a dandy. So here again, we have like, oh, we're just gonna pay homage to any Black person that was somewhat culturally relevant. That does not sit right with me. Is that just me? Please, is that just me? But anyway, other than that, she's not giving. Like her Fashion Week looks, I like her Fashion Week looks way more than Rosie's Fashion Week looks, but this is also not good. It is tailored to her waist. I do have to give that to her. But again, the theme of this year's Met Gala is not tailoring. It's Black dandyism. Apart from the Rosa Parks panties, and I cannot fucking believe that I have to say this. These are words that are coming out of my mouth in 2025. I want to shoot my brains out. I think if I saw this in like a music video or maybe at some sort of other event, maybe Fashion Week or something, I think I would have hated that less. But still, I'm also personally just not a fan of like not wearing fucking pants. Like I don't want to see you half naked. Is that too much to ask? Anyway, also the bag doesn't go with the fit because of the stark white print on it. It should have been like a light brown, beige-ish kind of print because it's just like the white is just too stark. It's just too contrasted with the black and it sticks out like a sore thumb. Even though the buttons on her jacket are like silverish white, it still does not go because the distance of both is too far. You know, if maybe she had like a little shoulder jacket. If she had like a shoulder bag or something, it would have maybe been a different story, but this, it does not fit. You may argue, but she's wearing like a pearl chain around her waist. I don't care. It does not go. I don't know what I think about her hair. This just kind of looks, you know, like the pre-shower bun. It's just not Lisa's year. Jennie, I do have to say, slayed. She fit the theme. She looked so good. And Chanel, I think since they got like a different creative director, or there was a switch, there is so many things happening in like all different kind of like brands and companies all the time. No one can fucking keep up. But anyway, there was a shift in Chanel, and I think ever since then they slayed. On this year's Met carpet, just absolutely delivered. She looked so good. I like the kind of like modern rendition of the things that she's wearing, because she's wearing like an off the shoulder tailored shirt that buttons hands down, it's just beautiful. She's wearing pants with like this long coat in the back. I like that she's wearing a hat. I like that did her hair, and when she turned her head, there was like a little, like her hair was made into a bow. Looked so good. I hate that I really enjoy her music, and I hate that I enjoy this look so much because she was also one that was caught saying the N-word on tape. And all of these girlies speak English, so there is no excuse for that. Had to slip that in real quick because we gotta keep our adults accountable. So yeah, no peep from her on that side, but unfortunately, she just slayed so much. It looks so good. There's this picture of her next to Gigi Hadid, and like, I'm sorry, but Gigi looks like C-3PO and Jennie looks like the Met Gala theme. Like, she fit the theme. Last year, I kind of like dissected her look also a little bit, and she did not fit the theme. I had to like reach across the fucking ocean to try and connect her look to the theme of last year. Was this year, I look at her, I know what the theme is. She's styled from head to toe. Whoever is her stylist deserves a fucking raise. And like in all her music videos lately, she's just been looking so great. So whoever styled her for this, great. It's a really nice spin on the black dandyism. I wonder if it would have also looked great if they gave her like some sort of like choker, maybe like a layered choker. Maybe pearls could have been a little bit too much, but something maybe see-through or something, I don't know, you know, because she does look a little bit naked on top. It is good. I just would have wished that she had like a walking cane, because I think that would have like rounded it out. Something for her hands, maybe like a cigarette holder, you know, one of those like long. Mwah, that would have looked so good. Okay, and then we have S.Coups, and that's kind of like where I jump back into the Star Wars references, because people keep referencing Star Wars. I've never seen Star Wars, so I can't make the jokes. I think they say he looks like a Jedi or Han Solo. Every time I see it, I know what they're referencing because I know enough of Star Wars, even though I haven't seen it. He's wearing boss, and I think what they try to do is fuse like the traditional hanbok with parts or like elements of black dandyism, and I kind of get it. At the same time, I'm not sure. I don't think this is like, I mean, I'm a white girl, you know? And I think it's neither here nor there, so I can't really like give my opinion on if they should have done that or if they shouldn't have done that, if they should have like let, you know, black dandyism take the spotlight. At the same time, he's a Korean man, so I kind of understand why they kind of want to reference his culture. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. I like it, but I do see the point of people kind of like criticizing him, saying it's not on theme, because I see this and I don't immediately think it's dandyism. I like it. It's a good look. I'm just not too sure if this fit the theme. Maybe he needed crazy shoes. Maybe he needed a hat. Maybe he needed a walking cane, something. Maybe he needed like big jewelry. Maybe he needed, you know, big glasses, something like extravagant, you know, something to like stick out and like set a statement, because this is what dandyism is. It's statements. It's to let the clothing talk for you instead of like you talking about the clothes. You look at them and you know the values that they stand for, and this is not really that. I know that I'm way nicer on him than on Rosie or Lisa, but that's just because I feel like this is kind of like a gray zone. It's a nice look, perhaps maybe not for the Met Gala. Let's quickly talk about other looks from the night that I didn't like love, but at the same time didn't hate, or that I just didn't really know how to place. Okay, let's talk about Zendaya. Of course, Zendaya is usually the queen of the Met Gala, and so when I saw this, I was a little bit disappointed. It does fit the theme, and she absolutely slays, and she looks stunning. She looks gorgeous. I love the hat. I love how she poses. She always knows how to pose to accentuate the clothing, and it's just amazing. Like, this woman is just not from this planet. She's otherworldly. I love that everything is like held in this cream. I do have to say, this also would make a really great wedding suit, I think. Then we have Chapel Roan, and I think I do kind of see what their plan was. I just don't know. I don't think this is good. This man is over 50 and I'm still giggling. Okay, I'm sorry. I had like the biggest crush on Shah Rukh Khan when I was a girl. I loved his movies. Om Shanti Om, still to this day, one of my favorite movies of all time. I kind of can't slander him. If he's like married, he has like multiple kids. If he knocked on my door today and he was like, "Do you want to marry me?" I'd say, yes. I think they tried. Someone quoted this and they said, "Mingy ass fit." I see it. I see it. But you know what? It's like, because I don't know if people say that. I just made that up. I'm lying. When I first glanced at this, I was like, wow, the K is crazy. It's a crazy choice. But it's like, identity. It's expressive. And I think that's exactly what fits into the dandyism scheme. You know what I mean? Like the very long coat, I think it should have been a little bit more tailored in the shoulders. It should have been a little bit wider to fit more into the theme and to like make more of a statement. But you know, he has the chains, he has brooches, he has the walking cane, and he's just a very fine man. So, yeah, I really wanted to talk about him. We have Laquan Smith, which I really like this, but I think they kind of faltered with the pants. And then we have Tyla. Did no one even think to iron her dress? Hello, we are at the Met Gala. Is anyone fucking thinking? Anyway, it's still gorgeous. This reminds me of, she's not wearing Vivian, I think, but it does remind me of like the Vivian bridal dresses a lot. I had Rihanna in here somewhere. Also, Joey King. I have to say that this is so good. I just think that they should have curled her hair more tightly to like, you know, her hair should have been shorter. It should have sat maybe like shoulder length. Maybe they could have, as I said, like tightly curled it, kind of like, I almost said glued. Oh my God, no. But could have like used gel to gel? Oh my God, use gel to set it properly. I don't know, something. But this is kind of like what I said about Rosie, like do someone's hair. If you stop at the outfit, you are not a stylist and you don't do fashion correctly. Fashion is everything, and this is also what dandyism is about. It's not just the clothes, it's the accessories, which means shoes, rings, or jewelry in general, maybe bags. That's why they fucking had the walking cane, right? They have hats, they have brooches, they have pearls, they have chains. It's like everything. So do not stop at your clothes. Always think 10 steps further, okay? Yeah, anyway, I can't find her picture, but I remember what she looked like. Rihanna, I think she debuted her baby bump, the third baby or something that she's having with A$AP Rocky, so congratulations, I guess. She looked great. This was my really quick, really short Met Gala commentary. What were your favorite looks? What looks did you hate? Because there were 301 attendees, I think. Of course, I'm not covering all of them. This video was requested by one person, Marie. I hope it's everything that you dreamed about at night. Obviously, my commentary is not the golden rule, but I hope that some stylists maybe will fucking fact check social media. Maybe you watch my video and then they're like, okay, next time we won't put an important black figure in history on someone's lace panties. All right. I was your host, Caesar Flickerman, and I hope that you enjoyed this commentary. Yeah. Eat the rich. Bye-bye.